It's Operation Babble with Myke Shrews. It's pop culture, music, movies, TV too. It's time to explore life. It's Operation Babble time.
Fuck you, Michael.
What the fuck was that?
You just got rickrolled. All of you. The whole world did.
No.
Everyone who listens to this podcast just got rickrolled.
I think you did.
Because, Michael, you're a son of a bitch. And not even that I cared. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That can't be real. And he fucking sent me he sent me a text. It's like, oh fucking YouTube new No Way Home Spider-Man trailer, official trailer, and it's like da 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 da, and then I got rickrolled. And I go, why even bother?
Don't worry. I sent that to many people before I finally posted it on Facebook.
Well, yeah, and you put it on Facebook, you fucking boomer. Like, ugh, you're the worst. Who even rickrolls anymore? That shit died with the Macy's Day Parade.
It's just funny.
Is it though?
It's funny. It is.
Stupid.
It's always a good time to get rickroled.
It's almost as funny as getting knocked off a cliff by Dalmatians.
Did that happen?
What?
And I'm assuming that's like a Cruella movie thing.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're speaking of.
Mm-hmm. You
It's
probably
not like-
paid $30 to Disney
not-
to watch it.
It's not like Disney would do something fucking retarded to try and justify the fact that Cruella's a piece of shit. Oh, the Dalmatians were trained to kick my mom off a fucking cliff. The fucking Disney didn't even have the balls to have her mom get all mauled up by the dogs or something.
Dalmatians are vicious dogs, I'll tell you that.
Well, they're highly trainable, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why they
Rottweilers
use
and
them
Pit
for
Bulls are
the
too, but it's the
They
owner.
used to use them all the time for the fire departments and shit. Like, they were like the staple fire dog. So,
Well, thanks for mansplaining
because they are
that to
trained.
me.
you're very welcome. I thought you needed mansplaining because
Oh,
you seem to be on this path lately where everything needs to be explained to you so you understand it.
I'm just gonna cross my arms in defiance of your terrible logic.
There you go. All right, so how you been today, man? We are
Oh.
without Tivis.
Didn't even notice. Oh, that's why it smells good here. Sorry, Davis,
In the
that-
Zoom atmosphere.
That was the joke, Michael. Thank you for explaining it.
I had to mansplain it to the audience.
Fucking
because,
Christ with all the
again-
mansplaining.
Yeah, how you been, man? It's been a week. You and Tivis finished out the episode last week without me. I had
Yeah,
to
and you've
take
been
off and
fucking making
do
fun
some
of us
shit.
relentlessly about what we talked about, you jerk.
Only because I just finally listened to the whole show all the way through.
Yeah, even though he
you guys
edits
fucking
it.
talked about eyes for 20 minutes on air. I was like, I really should have listened before I put the podcast out. That's
Well,
on me.
But what's wrong with that? Maybe I help somebody who are scared of getting contacts someday.
Possibly, yes. Maybe.
I mean, you're wearing glasses like a homo right now, so what do you want?
Yeah, I know.
Glasses
I am.
are for nerds. Get contact lenses like a Chad. I'm a fucking Giga Chad.
I'm not going to help you talk about fucking eyes and glasses this week. So don't even try.
I was trying to take you down the rabbit hole. No, but seriously though, what kind of eye patch would you get? Would you get that
None.
cool one like Thor? Like
No, we're
that,
not
like,
talking about
sits
this.
there, or would you got to get the strap? Like Nick Fury.
So like a Morpheus kind of eye patch where it just rests on your
Well,
face.
it doesn't rest on your nose like those stupid glasses that Morpheus
Well, it
wears.
has stupid glasses, but like it would just rest.
It just sits there. It's like a.
I don't know. I have an eye patch. I have a steampunk eye patch, and it has the strap. I'd rather prefer the strap. It looks cooler.
You like the strap?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Strap on.
What color eyes do you got? I didn't even know.
Blue.
Blue? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm straight up the perfect breed for a Nazi.
The
if they
Aryan.
ever
The
wanted
Aryan.
me.
You're the final solution. You're
Yeah.
the King Aryan.
Which kind of sucks sometimes, because, yeah.
Because people really don't care about your opinion anymore.
Right.
You're like, cis white male with blue eyes, never had a chance.
Well, it's even worse, too, when you're like, oh, dude, the Nazi suits were the best designed
Oh
uniforms
my
ever.
goodness. What is happening? Look, I understand that they're responsible for one of the greatest atrocities in human history. But, their fashion on point.
I mean, it was done by Hugo Boss, dude. Like, I mean,
no, it bugs me that we both know that. It really does bug me. That's fucked.
yeah.
But speaking of eyes, did you know that sometimes I comes before E except after C? You said you weren't going to talk about eyes. I'm doing my best here. No?
No.
All right, fair enough. All right, so how are you doing? Because you keep asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing fucking fine, sir. I'm here, and it's the month. So for the next month, I am queer, and you will hear me.
Oh, it is June
roar.
now, isn't it? Fuck. I totally forgot what month it is now. Okay.
Yeah, calendars are hard to read.
Yeah, and especially when you don't have any anymore because you don't give a fuck.
How dare you? I needed to know when Cruella was going to come out. You know they did that bullshit again? Well, yeah, you did just reprimand me for that. Fucking.
What's that?
I can't believe they did the Mulan thing again, where you had to pay fucking $30.
Yeah.
On
yeah.
top, that's so fucking dumb. Who would ever do that?
Did you actually watch the movie, or you just hear some shit online?
Oh, I just heard shit. I'm not gonna
Okay.
fucking watch that stupid film. Are you kidding me?
I'm not
Even
gonna
though
pay
I
30
love Emma
bucks to
Stone.
see it.
Even though I like Emma Stone.
Yeah. I mean, I could go see the movie in theaters for cheaper than renting it on Disney.
Well, yeah,
Plus.
that's fucking insane. And it's like Disney totally forgot what the point of a streaming service was. They're fucking retarded. They're really dumb.
They turned their streaming service into streaming with video on demand. I'm
It's
like,
so
motherfuckers,
dumb.
just put it on video on demand.
Yeah.
Like
Or
the
even-
reason they don't is because they want more of the cut of the money. Instantly.
But that's what I'm saying.
I
don't
get
even
it,
do,
but
don't
still.
even do 30. It's one of those things again where it's like if you made the price lower, you'd have more people buy it. Like I can't tell you.
Well,
how
they're also like when you rent, quote unquote, rent the movie for $30, you supposedly own it for as long as you have your Disney Plus membership. So once you start buying movies on the Disney Plus platform, they assume you're just going to keep paying that monthly subscription to them. That's how they're trying to keep their clients,
But would you like to? That's stupid though.
Yeah, it's totally stupid. And you can't watch those movies on any other platform. Like if I bought the digital,
But that's
version
not
of
true.
The movie,
They put Mulan out on DVD.
No, they did do that. But I'm saying if you buy the $30 cut of Cruella or Mulan or whatever,
Yeah.
you can only watch it on the Disney Plus app.
Yeah.
Like if I went out and bought the same damn movie, like if I got Mulan through Vudu or whatever fucking
Just buy the
digital
4K.
service.
You get the 4K, the Blu-ray, and a
You get the
digital
digital-
copy.
But then you can use that digital across all digital platforms. You don't necessarily have to log into one specific app.
Or you have physical media that you can take anywhere with you ever of all time and then rip it into digital if you want. It's so fucking dumb. Like, people are really stupid. And it really annoys me because I can't tell you how many times, like, maybe there was a movie you needed me to watch for the show or something like that. Or
Right.
Or, you know what? I'm just really in the mood to watch this one movie, but I can't find it anywhere. and Amazon has it, but I can only rent it for like $5.
Right.
And the worst part is I could probably go on the Amazon app and probably buy the Blu-ray for like $12. And I end up spending
Depending on
$5
the-
just to rent it.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. Like, I'm just like, I would rather spend the extra $5, keep it for the rest of my life, than I just rented it. I get to watch it for 24 hours. But I'll do it because it's way more convenient and I need it right that second. I think with Disney Plus, if they would do something like that, just make the movie $6 even. Like, you don't even got to be crazy with it. If you were like
actually make it a
$6.99.
rental. Don't say, well, you get to keep it as long as you have your membership. Like, we don't care. Like, it's gonna be on the app eventually for free anyway.
Well, that's what I
so
was
it
gonna
doesn't
say.
matter.
You're literally just paying for the exclusive. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You're just
But
getting
it's not
to
even
see it a couple months before people.
exclusive because you can see it in theaters right now.
Well,
Like
it's still
Cruella, you can
it's
see in
convenience.
theaters right now.
It's convenience. Is
It
more
is.
what I was
but
talking about.
I could understand it more so when things were more shut down.
Yeah.
For them to do something like that, I get it. But anybody who's out paying $30 to Disney Plus after paying what $10 a month or whatever,
But see, that's what you're that's,
fucking crazy.
Well, that's the point of the conversation you're kind of missing with why I think they should fix it. Because I don't care about the theater aspect of it, because a lot of people will probably just never go back. You know what I mean?
Which sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Sad for you guys out there who won't go back to the theater.
But I mean, think about it. Like, you know, people spent all the extra money because they were locked down, so they like got the best surround sound. They got a big old TV, and you know, they're like, "Oh, that's good enough for me." That was the whole point. Like, I felt that what
You
the
mean
whole
they
year was
spent
trying
their
to do.
stimulus? They spent their stimulus checks on the surround sound system and not on food and toilet paper like they should have, or paying their
What?
bills.
You mean
John,
people
are you serious?
Are you telling me that people are stupid? I would have never guessed. But like, they're gonna, you know, the whole point is to like get used to being home. This is kind of how we're gonna watch movies now, and this is how we're going to try and streamline and give people more choice. That was the thing, is like, you have the option now when it comes out. You can watch it at home or you can go to the theater. You get more eyes on it. That's the way to do it. Like, your fan base or the people that watch it are going to be your best advertisement. I guarantee you more people will listen to something or watch something because of word of mouth than because of just advertisement. They're just it's just true. And I hate to be so absolute about it, but I mean, I refuse to believe that a ton of people who are on the fence, especially nowadays with their money, like being a little more cautious, I refuse to believe that people don't listen to people that they respect before they go off and spend their money on something, if they're apprehensive in the first place.
If they're cognitive about spending specific amounts of money. And
Yeah,
shit
it's
that,
just like, oh, well, it's cheaper to go to the movie theater. Yeah, but the convenience is I can just stay home and I just kind of want to watch it. And if I rent it on Disney Plus, I can pause it and I can come back to it and I can watch it. And it's like, well, if I spent $8 or $6 or $5 on top of my Disney, I don't feel that annoyed. $30, I feel like I'm retarded. It's like, why did I do that?
Yeah. I mean, you can buy the 4K when it comes out for less than $30.
For let's even just say the same amount. And you get a 4K, a Blu-ray, and a digital copy anyway. And I'm just going to tell everybody right now, I don't care how good your internet is, we are just not at a point where we have enough bandwidth to make a proper 4K distribution.
Yeah, the 4K streaming is not really.
It's just not going to happen.
4K streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially audio. I like just read up on bit rates and fucking compression and stuff. It's like we're never gonna get there with audio. It's gonna be a while for streaming.
For sure.
Shit, I still don't even believe that Bluetooth and stuff even has decent audio. If I could keep all my speakers fucking corded, I would. I really am that guy. Like, I believe having a hard wire is just more conducive to stuff. I don't know. I just think it makes more sense.
Yeah. It does. I guess so. I mean, I hardwire everything, like, in my house and shit through Cat 6 and all that stuff for internet, too, so you get better speed that way. rather
But
than Wi-Fi. But yeah.
that was a cool discussion. But I
digress.
actually, well, I want to get on the real topic.
Okay. What you got?
Do you wear
Eyes.
contacts? Damn it! Oh, you know me too well. That sucks. No, but, I don't think you've watched it yet. So I'm gonna be as vague as I can, just for the sake of I have to say something.
Okay.
I watched Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead
Yeah.
with Hannah the other night.
You sat there and watched a 3-hour fucking zombie movie, and it wasn't Train to Busan in the sequel? What the fuck's
Bruh.
wrong with you?
Bruh. It might be one of the worst movies I've watched this year. Like,
Yeah.
it's really
funny.
bad. Like, it's
So-
really bad.
So I said something to some guys, and then I got shit for it. Because everyone's posting these images of the Army of the Dead, and with Netflix saying it's the most was it the most favorite or top
Most favorite.
most enjoyable, most favorite, most anything besides saying watched. They were using other descriptive words besides saying just most watched.
It's a thrill ride. It's the most explosive movie of the
It's
year.
like the biggest movie for a Netflix original movie and shit like that, and all these like posters and stuff they keep putting out for it. And I'm like, but is it really like it really? I think people are just watching it because it's right on the heels of his Snyder cut, and people want to see what he's doing next.
Or they're just bored. Because Netflix.
There is that too. Because I mean, what are they gonna do? Pay $30 to watch Cruella? I mean,
Dude.
there
Army
is
of the
so much more content out there. I'm tired of people saying they're fucking bored. I know you and Tivis like touched on that last week too, but
Yeah.
I'm tired of people saying there's nothing out there to watch. There is so much shit out there to watch.
I could say
there's things out
could
there
say there's
from
nothing good to
decades ago.
watch.
I'm sure people haven't even watched. So.
Well, yeah.
Like all these movie reviewers are the most annoying ones. They're like,
well, why do you
well,
think they
there's
say
no
that
content to talk about. There's no. I'm like,
But Michael,
really?
why do you think these twats say shit like, "Oh, we've never had a diverse casts or strong female-led stuff"? It's because they don't watch anything before 2004. Like they're stupid. They're just fucking game journalists got put on blast, and they all fucking got butthurt because somebody made a joke. They posted this joke article saying, highly respected game journalist excited to play the game he just finished reviewing. And fucking game journalists lost their shit, dude. Like, all the blue check marks came out fucking crying their eyes out. And I'm like, first off, just take a joke. Second of all, you guys suck. Like, half of you, they have like this super easy mode in a lot of new games lately for game journalists to just to fuck through. Like,
just
it's
so they can get through it real quick.
Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing. But then it's like, I don't even understand why they even exist, because Twitch and YouTube exist. And like, live streaming video gameplay is like one of the most popular things right now.
Yeah.
Why even bother reviewing a game at this point? Like, if you really want to check it out, either you just look at a blurb or you look at the community of a streamer that you like. It's that simple.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was a little bit more prominent probably back in the late 90s, early 2000s to have.
Right when the internet started. That's when.
But basically, it was like, okay, you guys could have your little... Cause, I mean, they had the gamer magazines and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you have Game Informer that talks about shit, but I'm like, everything that they're saying, I probably could already have seen another guy do on Twitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and not only that, but you actually... There's a difference between them talking about, like, all the innovative things they're trying to... Cyberpunk's a perfect example. Cyberpunk... the game got delayed for years and years and years. It's super hyped up. It's got Keanu Reeves on the cover. Like, everybody's fucking pumped to play this thing. It comes out, it's broken as shit. And the game journos and stuff, they're not going to want to say how shit the game is, because then they're probably not going to get called back to write the next review. They're not going to
Which is always bullshit too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I hate that reviewers, heard several reviewers talk about that. Like, well, I don't want to say like what I really think about this product because
I don't get to go to
then
the premiere next.
Right, I won't get to go to the next premiere. These companies don't give a fuck unless you're like really being like.
Well, that's not true. They
Well,
do care.
You have to say specific things for them not to call you back. There
I
are
don't know
reviewers
about
out there that have said some really negative stuff, but if you're like out like attacking, say like for a movie, if you're out literally just attacking the actress or actor in the movie, not based on their performance, but based on their own personal fucking life.
That's so.
then yeah,
not what
the
I'm
movie
that's
theater's
what I'm
not
talking about.
gonna come back to you.
No,
But I'm saying
if,
like you can
let's
attack
say-
the movie or the game.
Nah.
I don't know how game stuff is. I don't know how tight they are. I know more of the movie.
No,
stuff
I'd say
than the
movies
game
too.
critics,
You
so.
really think if like a Vox, if a bunch of people weren't talking about like the incel stuff of Joker, or you said it
Yeah.
was a really good movie, you really think that they'd want you to write an article for their stuff? No, because they were pushing against that kind of film. You're seeing it right now with Cruella. They are literally linking Cruella to Joker right now because they hated that movie so much years ago. They're trying to figure out another way to be like, well, see, this is how a villain origin story should be done. It's better, and blah, blah, blah.
So wait, like Cruella's better or Joker's better?
They're all saying that Cruella's better and Joker's piece of shit, and this is how Cruella's the way it's supposed to be done. And
I'm guessing it's because she's a girl.
well, probably, but who even cares at this point? But like when certain websites have those talking points, they hire people who are more than willing to be passionate about those talking points. That's just really how it works. And then, you know, everybody right now and their mom wants to do this kind of stuff. They want to do, I mean, look at us. We're doing it right now. Everybody wants to do reviewing stuff. Everybody
But
wants
we also
to...
don't care if the studios give us free shit or not.
That's a big thing. And you know, it's just one of those things. Like, I would much rather watch somebody play the game and they go, this sucks, like I got hard locked here, and watching everybody's PS5 crash constantly with Cyberpunk, it was huge. All the reviews I kept hearing was, if you own a really good PC, the game works and it's pretty fun. Little boring, but it's kind of fun. It's like a
Cyberpunk was cross-platform then. It was
Yeah.
along all the platforms.
I don't know
Okay.
if there was an Xbox release, but it was a PS5 and PC.
Okay.
And
You'd think an Xbox would have it then if it was for PC too.
Yeah.
They designed it for that.
probably.
Who knows?
But like you were watching people like Eric July, he was playing it. I watched the game crash on him like 10 times. It was fucking insane. And that's the kind of stuff you're not going to see in a written review. Like, you're just not going to see it. Unless it's somebody who's independent, does their own thing, you know,
You
doesn't
get
have
those
a ton of sponsors
independent
from the company.
companies that actually are like hardcore gamers. They want to talk about the shit,
Yeah.
you know, help you out. They're not being influenced by specific people within the industry, or and the same thing goes for film industry too. Like
Yeah.
you go to those bigger websites and stuff. Not we got this covered, but other websites.
Yeah.
And you see it. They're just they pussyfoot around trying to say if a movie's good or bad or not. You know.
Yeah. Well, and I understand the catch-22. I'll fight the other side of the argument just in case anybody's like losing their mind. I get that you wouldn't want to necessarily watch a playthrough because here's a example from me. Resident Evil 8. That comes out. Resident Evil tends to have pretty retarded storylines, but that's kind of the fun, is to go in and see what's going to happen, not really know what's going on, you know, take in the story as it comes. So you do kind of lose that fun aspect if you watch a playthrough.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I really want to play this game, but it's got some story elements to it that I'd like to not know.
Right.
It does kind of take away some of the fun.
Well, I'm sure there are also people out there that do like not necessarily gameplay videos, but they've had the gameplay videos that they've did for like their YouTube or Twitch. But then they also sit down and do like a breakdown of like what they like, didn't like, talking about it. Kind of like how you'll have the film reviewers. You'll have some film reviewers that just do like a 5-10 minute video for YouTube, so they hit all their algorithm marks. And then you'll have the other guys that do the film essays that are like 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 hours depending on the person and what movie it is, or if they're doing the whole franchise and shit. And that's something cool to see, because I don't like the people that just hit their time marks just for the algorithm. It pisses me off.
Well, you can just tell that they're not really saying anything. Like, oh, I walked away knowing nothing.
I mean, I made a post like 2-3 years ago that just recently showed back up on Facebook, because I still use Facebook because, hey, boomer. And it was me like making fun of several of the YouTubers, no one specifically, but just how they like break their shit down. It's like the first 2 minutes are telling you about what the fuck they're gonna talk about, and then pitching like subscribe, hit the like, and then the last 5 minutes are them telling you what they just talked about, and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and all that shit. It's like,
assuming they don't have an ad that's 30 seconds in the middle.
Right. Or they put an ad like at the very end of their thing, or they'll have like the pop-up ones or something. Yeah. It's like, guys,
I do just
I get it though. I get it. I understand marketing. I understand money. But if you're getting into it just for that, you're getting into it for the wrong reason, I think.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, and you're just doing your quote unquote.
I mean, how many ads have we run on this show? Like 2,
like 3. Well, that's also because we just. Well, that's also because we just suck. But
well, no, it's because I've had other people contact us for it. They just don't fit. I didn't jive with their product that they were trying to sell. So
yeah, so I can only do so many maxi pad runs.
There you go. Maybe glasses. We'll get a glasses one.
Warby Parker, hit me up. Hubble. I don't know, like lately, like with video games, and see, I'm one of those guys, I just don't have time. I don't have time to play games like 10 hours and shit like that. But I like to know the stories. I like pop culture. So I've watched a bunch of people play Resident Evil 8. Like I've watched like 3 full playthroughs in the background. And because it's so dumb, but because I've watched it one time through, I know all the audio cues. So, like, I don't need to watch the other guys play it, because I know, like, oh, they're in that room. Oh, they're about to have this boss fight, and I can just picture it in my head. So, getting their reactions or what they think about the fights is a little more exciting, and, like, their personalities and stuff.
I'm very curious. I would like to see you do some playthroughs of, like, the Resident Evil games or something, like the jump scare games.
Oh,
but with face cam. I want to see your facial reactions.
See, that's always the hard part. Is I don't like scary games. Like I would love. I've watched people play like Dead Space and shit like that, or like every year when we do our 24-hour stream, Hannah will play a scary game. Yeah. And I'll watch her play it, and I'll fucking lose my shit.
Your reactions are always the best too.
I was like, I knocked my headphones off one time because I jumped back so hard, and I'm like, I'm not even playing. It scared the hell out of me, and but I told Hannah, I go, a game that would take like 4 hours if it's scary, like Alien Isolation would take me 3 months to finish, because I'd just be tiptoeing everywhere and I'd shit my pants. Like it's so scary. Or like I suck at fighting games like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. Or like
really?
I'm not gonna play
like
I'm not very
like
good.
Just arcade style fighting games. You suck at those?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty shit. Like I'm pretty good at like Smash Bros and stuff like that, but I'm fucking terrible at
I can't do Smash Bros. Like or what's that other one? Super Smash Bros is the one where they're all on like the platforms, right? And you hit each other off and shit.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the Nintendo
basically.
People or whatever.
Yeah. I can't play those ones. Like we got it for the Switch, and I never played that one. I
was the king of the GameCube. I was a fucking baller. I was god tier as Pikachu in the N64, or I was god tier with Link in the GameCube era. I'm
You
pretty
give
shit
me
at everything now.
an arcade style fighting game like a Mortal Kombat or the one I've recently been diving through is Power Rangers Shattered Grid, because it's just a straight up arcade style fighting game. It's pretty cool. So,
but I like the goofy stories and like all the I'll watch videos of like supercuts of like all the intros or like fatalities or like all the game endings, like every character's story end, because I want to know like the stories and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. There's something to be had in every little bit. And I think.
So did you ever get into Injustice then?
Oh yeah, I loved those storylines.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I like the storylines in those for sure.
Well, like I've always said, there's people.
Apparently
on
Zack
YouTube.
Snyder did too. So
yeah. Heavily influenced, I'm sure. No, it's like with people playing them. Like I think those people are heroes that do those like 2.5 hour long like all cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
I love those. Like I'll sit there and I'll watch the shit out those. I love them. Like when I'm doing laundry or like just hanging around the house or something. Even sometimes like I'll just put it on the side while I'm doing something else.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fun. But does that translate to me enjoying playing the game? Probably not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a huge gamer, so my game stuff is super limited to. If I find a game that I like, I'll play it. And I might play it for like a good 2 days straight or so. Yeah. Only ones I've actually played longer are like your arcade style ones and VR games. I love anything in the VR, dude. Like, it's the only way I can play a first person shooter game is in VR.
Everything depends for me. Like I've been getting back into Halo. So I've been coming home and just jumping in multiplayer because Hannah doesn't like to play online. If she wants to play, she wants to just do campaign stuff, and I'm just like, that's just not fast paced enough for me. It's really boring.
Do you really want to play online and have like some 8-year-old tell you you're a fat fuck or some shit? Like,
why not? I tell myself that every time I look in the mirror anyway. So, what? Didn't hurt my feelings when my mom said it. It's not gonna hurt my feelings when you say it, you little twat.
Get online and these kids are fucking calling each other everything.
That's kind of the fun of it. First of all, that's kind of the fun.
As an adult, it's fun to listen.
It's kind of fun.
It's stupid to listen to. As a kid, like if your kid is playing with another kid and these kids are all saying this shit,
yeah,
you kind of like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, I fucked your mom last night. I'm like, dude, you haven't even reached puberty. It doesn't matter.
Oh, man, I don't even know who my mom is.
It's when you want to take the headset and do that whole stupid endgame scene with Thor.
Don't bring that up. I hate you. Fucking Fortnite bullshit. Piss off, Ghost. What was it? Fucking Noob Loki Master 69 or something? Ugh.
Noob Master 69.
Ugh.
Everyone was like saying that it was Loki was the joke was was supposed to be Loki.
Hey, by the way, Endgame still sucks. Like you know what's been really fun lately? Watching people come to that conclusion after a couple of years.
I thought you were just gonna say watching people come, but okay.
Well, I do that too. Shout out to Mia Khalifa and her fucking Nazi ass.
Who's that?
Nothing.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh, well, your wife will be happy with you then. Oh, she's a bitch. Anyway. Lost my train of thought. You smell.
Look, if people want to hear your thoughts on Endgame, they can go and listen to episode 12 where we did 3.5 hours of Endgame talk.
And me just yelling. I haven't been that unhappy about a film in a very long time. It was really bad.
I felt bad for your dude, Philip, because he had to sit there with us for, oh shit, we actually recorded, I think, for about 6 hours.
It was 4.5, 5
4 or
hours.
5? Yeah. I know we broke the first part off into its own thing because it was more so just a interview
An interview
with him. So, but yeah,
no, but he's used to me. He knows I'm
yeah.
fucking super passionate into that shit. And
But if people want to hear a 3.5 hour podcast, man. You can go and find it. It's episode 12. Technically season 1 since we broke this into season 2, and we'll break another one, and eventually we'll get into a season 3 after maybe 5 more years.
If I didn't find myself so fucking insufferable back in the day, like when we first started, like the first I'd probably say the first 25 episodes, I find myself to just be fucking unlistenable. Like I can't stand myself.
Unlistenable.
Unlistenable. To be fair, I'm sure not much has changed, but man, I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that I wasn't correct with Endgame. My initial response, I refuse to believe. I'm like, that movie sucks. Like, it's really bad. The only thing that's good about that movie is 10 memes. That's about it. You get 10 fun little memes and that's it.
Yeah.
Because you could probably count on both your hands all the things that people would cite why it's good. And 3 of those things I think are actually some of the most damaging things about the movie. Just for one example, Cap getting his little happy ending with Peggy. It's a cool moment, solidified by itself, but the fact that he ends up staying there and doing that, it's fucking detrimental to his character. I think it's character assassination. It sucks. It's fucking terrible. But it's something that people will cite as a good moment. I'm like, yeah, it's good in the moment, but when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's fucking retarded. And there's a lot of that throughout the whole thing. And we're just not even going to talk about Cap taking the stones back to where they got to go. That's a movie in itself.
I would like to see that. That should be a Disney Plus show.
Should be a what if.
No, it should be a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, well.
Each episode is him returning a different stone.
Have you watched Captain Falcon?
I want to see him. I want to see him re-inject the ether back into
Natalie Portman, just shove it in her ass. Yeah, people just don't want to talk about shit like that. It's so fucking funny to me. And I just fucking hell, dude. But after Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision, it's just man, fucking Disney, just stop. You suck at everything. Just put everything on hold for a year, please, because you guys suck. They're just making shit.
Dude, I just thought of another fucked up thing with that one, with Endgame. He's got to return the Tesseract, right?
Yeah. Loki stole it.
To where the old time, was it the 70s, I think it was? Was it 70s or 60s?
Yeah.
He's got to return to the SHIELD base, right?
Yeah.
But they went back in time from the time period after Loki took the Tesseract out of that timeline. So that would be a whole nother universe that they pulled it from. How could he even... None of that should have made sense.
None of it does, dude. It doesn't even matter.
Once Loki took the Tesseract out of that timeline, they shouldn't have been able to get back to their timeline.
Yeah, it's over.
It would have been a different universe.
Because Tilda Swinton specifically says, you take a stone out, you fucked something up.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't think about it. They don't think about it because it's still in the Tesseract. It's not a stone yet. That's how stupid people are. They don't pay attention.
Yeah.
And it's not that, it's not that hard. And it's little things like that. Every single time you watch the movie, there's about 50 more things that just don't work. And then it gets compounded. And then it gets, well, you don't even have to. Just thinking about just even minor things, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I shouldn't say I haven't watched it. I just haven't watched it in a long time.
But then you watch something like Falcon and Winter Soldier or WandaVision, and they just compound how bad everything is, or completely ignore shit.
Yeah.
It blows my mind how Civil War is probably the best MCU film, and it's just completely ignored. It's fucking insane.
Except for when they need the characters and shit.
Yeah. Or their tone, or the music, or just... It's fucking lame.
Because everything after Endgame has actually taken from Civil War.
Pretty much. And barely
Spider-Man went back to Civil War with Tony and the stupid turd or shit or whatever they called the stupid program.
Turd. Barf.
Barf, whatever. And then Falcon Winter Soldier, of course, they have fucking Zemo and all that.
Yep.
And
Barely
then
even, and don't even talk about the Accords.
WandaVision mentions the Accords.
Just mentioned it.
Yeah.
That's it. Had nothing to do with it. Just said it.
But they're like just taking from that movie. Yeah.
Sharon Carter coming back. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
It's fucking embarrassing, dude. Disney's really
Apparently,
bad.
she was. They were thinking of putting her in the 4th movie, but people were bitching about her character arc in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Well, yeah, because she got character assassinated. Assuming it's her. We don't know that it's her yet.
Right.
It could be a
Right.
Skrull, or she could be brainwashed, because I guess brainwashing happens in the comics.
But a Skrull would set up, the Secret Wars and shit like that, because now that she's in the government or Shield or whatever.
Which, I'm sorry, if Captain Marvel fucked all that up too much, Secret Invasion is just not going to work. They fucked it all up. It's terrible.
Maybe.
Captain Marvel might be one of the most devastating things to the MCU, other than Endgame. I truly do think so. I think that movie is so lame and forgettable that people don't think about the repercussions given from that film. They just don't think about it because it was a prequel. It really fucks shit up. It really does. And then you have Endgame create problems going forward, while Captain Marvel created a ton of problems right up until they fucked everything up. You know what I mean? In Endgame. It's the weirdest thing. They retroactively made all the movies before it kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
While then Endgame showed up and then fucked
it automatically takes away from his line, Nick Fury's line in the first Avengers movie when they say, well, why are you doing all these weapons? And he points to Thor and he says, because of you, we found off-world. I'm like, nah, you guys, you're not. They're not thinking when they do these prequel-esque movies. I'm like, guys, it's the same issue. I think. Among many other issues, but one of the issues Wonder Woman has too, because they. Like, in Wonder Woman 84, she didn't even fucking have a sword the entire time.
Oh, the DCEU is a fucking mess. That's nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything about anything. Watch Aquaman. Those movies don't even know that the other movies exist.
I think I want to watch Aquaman again because you keep saying it's funny. So I think I'm going to try and watch it.
Oh, I think
again.
that movie's fucking hysterical. I think it's literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but it's honestly so stupid, it makes me laugh. Like there's literally something
like
stupid
that
in
they did
every
Black
scene.
Manta's suit like appropriate to the comic. That was one thing I liked about
But
that.
the way they get to the costume is retarded though. But no, I'm saying the way he gets to it. He re-engineers
when he takes the pieces and shit.
He essentially re-engineers alien tech in a fucking goofy montage.
It's not alien tech. It's Atlantean tech, which would basically be like someone in Marvel,
which is essentially alien tech.
Yeah, I guess.
They're essentially Chitauri.
By definition, yes, alien tech.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuff we've never seen. And it's literally a super soaker. Does he have to put water in his helmet to make the laser work?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd think so. I don't know. Stupid.
You'd hope so.
Also, he has a gun, and he actually made the gun less useful by only putting it at a laser in his eyes.
Yeah, so
he can only shoot where he's looking. He can only shoot where he's looking. He actually downgraded the weapon.
I forget, what did they show him doing at the end of the movie? Isn't there like an end credit scene or some shit of him?
Yeah, I thought he was dead because he fell off a cliff and hit rocks 920 times.
He's like rebuilding a suit or some shit?
No, he's fucking like broken in half sitting in a hospital bed because that Asian conspiracy theorist from the news report was holding. I'm telling you, dude, I know that movie back to front. I've seen it so many times, and I think it's one of the worst films I've ever seen. This is where I talk about objective subjective. I have gotten more entertainment, laughter, and joy from one of the most terrible films I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And that's not a joke. Like, I find it extremely hilarious because it literally does everything wrong.
What? Yeah.
Mira forgot about her British accent.
So would you say then that you like that movie? Because it gives you an entertaining
I like to watch
value.
it. I like to watch it. Yeah. It's Batman and Robin of the DCEU. 100%.
I thought Batman and Robin was the Batman and Robin.
But granted, though, I am a piece of shit. I won't actually just watch the movie, though. Like, I've never just watched the movie again. Like, I've done re-edits on it, or, like, I'll watch the commentary with me and Hannah, or I'll watch other people's commentary of it. Just to see if, like, I miss stuff.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But I've never actually watched the movie. That's different, because I'd actually watch Batman and Robin. So, I guess that's the difference.
Mm.
I wouldn't watch Aquaman just watching it, if that makes sense. But like a shitty movie like Batman and Robin, I would actually put in because I think it's actually fun. So that's weird. Weird distinction.
I like Batman and Robin. That's the one with Bane, right?
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. fucking Freeze.
Yeah.
Chill. Chill. Oh, but
fuck.
all the way back about an hour ago, Army of the Dead's really shit, guys.
Yeah.
It's like one of the worst zombie movies ever.
I totally forgot you were talking about that shit.
And it literally showcases everything that's wrong with Zack Snyder. At least when it comes to directing and writing, and man, even just like the cinematography is really shit. Like, it's actually really bad in this one. It's kind of crazy. Which usually his visuals are the kind of thing where he like swings his dong around on. But you can't even say that with this movie. It's fucking insane. It's really bad.
He does some weird thing with like shit goes out of focus a lot.
Oh yeah. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like, I feel like they wanted this like shallow depth of field stuff, but then they had their cameras like handheld or like at least semi non-stationary where they were just moving it around.
As soon as someone told me about that, I was like, oh, well, maybe that's why he did it in the Snyder Cut with the Jared Leto scene, because he did it in that movie, in the Army of the Dead movie, and he's like, I want to do this again because I liked it.
Well, and also you're seeing...
This is cool. This could be cool. It was really fucking annoying in the Justice League movie, by the way.
It's just bad. It's just bad. He's bad. I need people to...
Why would you do that? I don't understand why he did it in the middle of them talking. Like, it wasn't like for dramatic or anything. It just kept going in and out on the Joker. I'm like, bro, like, I know some people are gonna think it's like, oh, that's artistic. I'm like, no,
it's autistic.
No, it's not.
You fucking idiots. It's fucking terrible. And like, I guess there was like dead pixels all over the place and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I didn't notice any of that, but people were showing screenshots. I'm like, to be fair, that could be your TV. That could
I know
be
some
bad
people
streaming.
also watched it in theater too, so it might be maybe.
Bruh, man, if you went to the theater, I feel so bad. What a piece of
Mosier
shit.
did. Mosier went and saw it in theaters.
Fucking what a piece of shit, dude. The movie's so bad. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, it's almost like incomprehensible. Like, it yeah, I'm trying to, like, I'm just trying to, you haven't seen it yet, right?
I have not seen it, no.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stay vague because I'd rather actually have a real talk with you about it. Cause like, man, it's so fucking nonsensical, and there's just so much dumb shit. Like, I think I could actually talk an entire podcast on everything that's wrong with that film. It's insane. It's really bad. Man, Batista is making a lot of really bad decisions lately. And it's fucking blowing my mind. But I'm sure he's getting paid. He's getting paid.
He's getting paid. That him being cast as Drax was probably the best thing that happened for his career, because then everyone wants to hire him for shit.
Oh yeah.
Because
he can't act. He can't. He's terrible. He's really bad.
eventually I'll watch it, but I don't know if I want to talk about it on an episode of this, anyways, because I really don't care much.
No, go fuck yourself. No, people have to care about this because Zack Snyder keeps getting work. He keeps getting work, and I'm getting so sick of all these Snyderoids running around saying that he's fucking brilliant. No, he's a 14-year-old twat.
Zack Snyder's brilliant. We just don't understand him yet.
Such a wiener. They had to cut out a zombie rape scene. Like, ugh. What a fucking edgelord. God,
A zombie rape scene? Like the zombie was going to rape somebody?
I don't even know.
Or was somebody going to rape a zombie?
I was kind of hoping they'd rape a zombie. Because
now
Zack
I kind of want to
Snyder's a
see
fucking
it because I'm
edgelord.
interested to see what it was going to be.
You're fucked up. Zack Snyder's a fucking edgelord sycophant freak.
I think
can't
he would
stand
be
him.
really good as like a, and Snyder fans are gonna hate me. I think he'd be good as a B movie director. For him wanting to try all these things out, I think it would work really good on that because you're not giving him like 5 hours to do a movie and
Give him
$1 billion budget.
Give him Sharknado 8.
They already did Sharknado 8, I believe.
All right, give
And they
him
ended the
Sharknado 10.
Sharknado franchise already.
Let him reboot it.
They can't. They use time travel to fix everything. There will never be a Sharknado ever again.
How dare you?
True story. And they
Multiverse.
erased all the other movies, fuckers.
Multiverse. Multiverse. Always multiverse. You are the king of the multiverse.
I don't want to see a multiverse Sharknado.
See,
There's
not
a
fun when
fucking
somebody-
zombie
Not
NATO
fun when
movie.
somebody does it to you, is it?
He could do the Zombie NATO franchise because they have a zombie tornado movie.
Zombie NATO.
For real. I don't know if it came out yet or not. Zombie NATO.
I don't even want to believe that exists. Well, I believe it exists. What is life, Michael? What are we even humans? Is this the Matrix? Why even bother?
Oh, it came out in... It has not come out yet. No, wait. Is it? You want to read the plot summary? Oh, I want to read this plot summary.
For what?
In 1945, the United States dropped a hybrid atomic viral bomb on a small unknown island in South Pacific. The result was a mutated native population of undead. Present day, a storm of epic proportions is steaming out of the South Pacific and plucks the undead inhabitants of the island Zamba into the atmosphere, carrying them to Southern California. As the storm makes landfall in LA, it begins to rain zombies. It's up to the genius green energy engineer and his team of associates to rid the city of the creatures in a never before seen fashion.
I already could think of a better name for the island or whatever. Zimbabwe.
Zamba. What the fuck is Zamba? Island Zamba? Why not just say Zombie Island then? Fucking steal it from iZombie. The only eyes that we need to
iZombie.
talk about.
I don't get it.
Is this movie?
talks about
this
eyes?
isn't out. I don't think this is out yet.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, guys. From the makers of Sharknado, Zombie NATO.
But I am gonna tell you, I am gonna
Yeah.
say it. If
Get me off of this.
if you think Army of the Dead is a good movie, you're an idiot. You're welcome.
So, I'll think it's a good movie.
I said a
then.
good movie. I said a good movie.
Oh, not a fun movie?
Yeah. Or you enjoy it or whatever that. If you say it's a good movie, then you're a stupid child who smells like
What are you
farts.
talking about? Army of the Dead is a cinema masterpiece.
Are you kidding me? Zack Snyder's a legend. He's God. He's actually Jesus.
Maybe. Put Zack Snyder and Michael Bay together, and you get Jesus.
He's such a twat. Fucking hate Zack Snyder. Fucking hate him. I just want people to fucking get over it. One, Dawn of the Dead, he doesn't deserve the credit he gets. James Gunn did a lot of that. Second,
Also, it was a complete, like, almost shot-for-shot remake.
yeah, so fuck off.
The only thing he
So-
did was he made the zombies fast.
So he doesn't get points for that. And a lot of the casting and storylines are weird. So him and James Gunn are freaks. 300 is enjoyable and kind of fun. Fucking Watchmen, hit and miss. Other than that, everything else he's pretty much made after that. I have to rewatch Legends of Gargoyle. But pretty much everything after that, he's fucking terrible. He's a fucking... I hate him. I fucking hate him. He's so bad. Like, and all his
I like
sycophant
Sucker Punch
friends.
for the visuals. The story's fucking stupid. Although I guess it's based off of a graphic novel. I'm not sure. But
Well, don't worry. That means the graphic novel could be stupid too.
yeah,
I don't know. Sucker Punch is just fun, I guess.
it's
Like on
a
a
fun
visual?
visual movie. I like it. Yeah.
Just a bunch
But
of hot
as-
chicks shooting stuff.
As
sure.
for a story, I'm just like,
Oh, it's retarded.
ugh.
Only things I remember is that Oscar Isaac and John Hamm are in it randomly. That's all I remember.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
John Hamm's the guy who does the lobotomy towards the
At
end.
the very end.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Oscar Isaac's the pervert guy. Like who runs like the show.
Okay.
Only
I
reason
just
why I know
remember
that is
their,
because
her
of my
dad, or the dad, or whatever the guy was supposed to be. That's all the only other guy I remember in there.
I only remember
Everyone else was like killed.
I only remember Oscar Isaac because I see his face a lot because I did this weird music mashup video with Suicide Squad and Sucker Punch, where I used Baby Doll's beginning, the blonde chick that everybody follows, the protagonist.
Yeah.
I used her story with the bald guy at the beginning, and then I morphed her into turning into Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. I'll have to send you that. I was actually pretty happy with it. I used I used a weird cover of Heathens. You know, all my friends are heathens. Take it slow.
Yeah.
Some girl did I want to say her name was Gemma Johnson or something like that on YouTube. I took her version and I slowed it down to like 0.45 speed or some shit like that. And then I made a little mashup video. It was pretty interesting. I kind of enjoyed it. That was something I really enjoyed doing back in the day. Was weird mashup trailers.
You had showed me several of them before.
Yeah, I did one with
years ago.
I did one with I used the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer audio, and I put it over the Destiny video game trailer, and I cut it, and then I did one with Age of Ultron audio, and I cut it to the original animated Pinocchio. They were pretty fun. I did a couple of those. They were kind of neat.
Nice. Oh shit. I got
You should.
nothing.
I thought
On
you
that,
said you had stuff. What happened to that?
I don't got anything on that.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought before we recorded, you said you had stuff. I've just been talking nonsense.
I like nonsense. It's called Operation Babble for a reason. To babble on. Wait. No, that sounds too close to someone else's show. Let's not
Also-
say that one.
Yeah. Also, go read the Fauci emails. They just leaked.
The who?
Fauci?
Oh.
Yeah. Political. There you go. Go do it.
I don't care.
It's okay. It's okay. What were you gonna talk about, bitch? I'm the one.
Oh,
I'm-
I was
I'm the
just
one
gonna
talking about it.
dive into some franchise talk if you wanna
Oh,
do
no.
that.
Oh, I'm scared.
Because you were trying to
Oh,
play
I
me
was.
for a fool this morning.
Or you're gonna blame me?
But I guess I deserved it since you got rickrolled.
Yeah, you do. You do deserve. You deserve it all.
So we have Fast and Furious
Yeah.
9 coming up
Do we?
soon. In like a couple weeks, I think.
In
Maybe-
space.
I don't remember. No, that's 10. 10's gonna be in space probably.
Oh, okay.
FFX.
Fucking
Oh my god, they better call it that.
Fast and the Space Force.
Space Force.
Space
think-
Furious.
We could have come up with a better name than Space Force.
I like Space Force.
I like the idea. I don't like the name.
We should have just called ourselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right? We could make up any fucking name we wanted.
We could have been the GOGs, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking get
I do
on
like
with
the
it,
symbol.
you dick.
I do like the symbol. I do like the symbol for Space
Because it
Force.
looks like
though.
Star Trek because I'm gay.
Well, actually, they had the United States government had that style almost before Star Trek was created. So
Do you remember when people gave Trump shit for that? Creating
For what?
Space Force?
I didn't know people were giving him shit for it. I
Oh,
thought
yeah, of
people were
course
just
they
making
were.
fun of him for the name.
Made fun of everything, dude. Oh, yeah, we're going to space. Oh, bleh. Like, people are fucking dumb. It's like, at some point, we have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
we already had like divisions set up like that. It
But why
just
not have an
wasn't-
official one that can
Yeah.
get actual military funding?
And Space Force is still just underneath the umbrella of the Air Force right now, right?
Sure, and especially
I think-
and the Navy, especially when you have somebody like Elon Musk who's like creating stuff that would be hyper beneficial to an organization like that. It's like, well,
Yeah.
why not just, even if it's silly now, like just establish it?
Yeah. I think Elon Musk is gonna.
I think he's Lex
He's-
Luthor. Or no, that's Jeff
No,
Bezos.
that's Bezos,
That's
dude.
Bezos.
And they're now doing this like fucking Amazon sidewalk thing that if you don't opt out, which they don't tell you about,
Hmm.
basically that's turning like your devices and shit into like sharing your internet, like your
Hmm.
bandwidth and shit. I'm like, excuse me? What? So that's fun. That's fun to know. So people go out and opt out of that. You have until the 8th of June to opt out of that if you have not. So yeah, it's called Amazon Sidewalk. Check it out. You don't want to share your bandwidth with other people. They're trying to use it as disguise to like, oh well, if your internet goes out, then we can keep your Ring doorbell going by using so and so's bandwidth. I'm like, no.
Jeff Bezos
Don't
is
care.
a criminal. I'm willing to bet he's got enough skeletons in his closet that he's like a fucking. I hate to fucking slander somebody, but I'd fuck him. like I'm sorry, man. Like I'm just sorry. I would love to find somebody who got that rich without doing some dodgy shit.
I just want to know how you are that rich, along with being bald, and you go out and buy a fucking yacht the size you did and not expect to be considered like a Bond villain or fucking Lex Luthor.
Or not
Come
only
on.
that, I always
And he
laugh
runs
my-
a tech company? Because it is a tech company. People
laugh
want
my-
to say it's not.
I laughed my fucking ass off because, like I said, like you and me, we're fucked. Like all men are fucked. If Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, the two richest men on the planet, can't keep their women, oh man, come on. Billions and billions and billions of dollars. You literally have you literally just have an open garage door to the entire world with that kind of money. And you can't keep your woman happy? You're fucked.
It's probably because he was trying to keep other women happy at the same time.
Probably.
All right, so let's get back into
Booty?
booty. Into Fast and the Furious. So Fast 9's coming out.
Fuck. Why do we gotta talk? Fuck. All right.
So Fast 9's coming out, and recently actually been interesting talking with Mosier. He's been watching the Fast and Furious franchise, and he keeps asking me questions about it and the timeline and all that stuff. So I wanted to go over the timeline real quick. John is dead now. He is finally dead.
I love Tokyo Drift.
So actually, that's where I was gonna first start.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So the timeline goes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, then Tokyo Drift, and then 7, 8, and 9.
And Han's not dead. Spoilers.
Maybe it's Han's twin brother.
Robot. LMD.
There you go. They do want to try and do a crossover with Jurassic Park, which I think is totally dumb. They should be doing a crossover with Transformers first. And that's my pitch for crossovers with Transformers. I want to see Vin Diesel driving Optimus Prime. Gosh darn it.
Have a voice off.
Oh, I mean-
Autobots, Fast and Furious.
I am Groot.
No, that's different franchises. Shut up.
Wrong franchise, wrong studio. All right, so where are you at, John, with the Fast and Furious franchise?
I don't know what
Like,
that means.
what have
but
you seen or what have you not seen?
I'm trying to make
Things
this
like that.
awful for Michael to edit because his internet fucking shat the bed, so he had to fuck off, and now we're back. And now he's trying to make me talk about
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious, and it makes me fucking sad. I will reiterate for you, just for the sake of it. But I think my other take was better. First one's good. Second one is great for viewing. The second one's a fucking cartoon. Like, I'm sorry. The second one's like an anime cartoon. It's insane. Neon lights and derbies and I'm hungry and fucking Tyrese and shit all over the place.
I love
Devin
Tyrese.
Devin Aoki, hot Asian chick. Ludacris shows up. I love that soundtrack. That soundtrack is so fire. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Movie's terrible.
First
but I
one
love
where
it.
Ludacris shows up, by the way, because
Yes.
he's a different character, but Ja Rule was supposed to be in that movie.
Murder.
The first one. But
Oof, gross. That'd have been
I
awful.
think he went into shitter after he talked about Eminem's daughter, so he lost his career basically.
Oof.
And then 50
Of
Cent
course
keeps
you get
fucking
sad
with him
because he
still.
talked about Eminem. Still funny. Him buying all them tickets will be the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire
Right.
life.
I want
Um,
that much money one of these days.
The third movie, I don't give a fuck. Tokyo Drift, get the fuck out of here. 4, missed it. 5, I believe, is the one where The Rock shows up and they like
Yes.
fuck around
Fast
with
Five, yep.
the vault at the end.
Yep. Where it becomes
Terrible
an
film.
Ocean's 11 movie.
What a silly ass film, but I loved it. I thought
Yeah.
it was really fun, action packed, insane nonsense. Loved it.
The whole ending, it always reminds me every time I watch it of Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12 or, you know, because they have that twist ending like, oh no, we actually really did steal this shit. Spoilers. So
Yeah, they think
Yeah,
they're
it's
clever.
really
the
cool.
movie's not clever. It's
No,
really
no.
and stupid. Then they have a couple more. I didn't see those. I didn't care. I kind of want to watch the one with Ronda Rousey in it, just because I kind of like her. As a person,
that was
I don't know so much as an actress or whatever, but as a person, I like her. So
That was
I kinda
7,
like to
right?
Check it out. I think so.
7.
So one where they like took the red car and like blasted it through one
Yeah,
skyscraper into another skyscraper.
Yep. Because that was the
Um,
last one that Paul Walker was in,
Yeah,
partially in.
And then I watched Hobbs and Shaw because of you, because you hated it so much, and you bitched just incessantly about it. You
So-
just would not shut the fuck up about it. So I watched it.
Mhm.
It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. And I actually got physically enraged and shaky because I hate you for that film. I'm Black Superman. And that movie was fucking terrible.
Look, I didn't tell you to watch it. You just watched it because I said it was.
Yeah, you wanted me to though, so shut up.
I also didn't tell you to watch Child's Play, but you watched it.
Look, man, I did it out of respect, and it was terrible. It was awful. And then I just don't understand how these movies keep getting made, but I also understand how these movies still keep getting made. I think the new one's gonna just be insane, and I'm happy.
I'm down for it.
I am happy for anyone to check it out. Like I have no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but I would always recommend the first one. I think the first one is so down to earth and makes zero sense where they are right now. But
yeah, it's
I like
crazy
the
to
first
see
two.
how it's gone because 9 is coming up, which is technically 10 in the universe, but it's still the 9th in the Fast and Furious minus Hobbs and Shaw shit.
Let me put it this way before you finish.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a movie franchise, I'd pick one of two. I think. No, I'm just gonna pick one. Fast and the Furious 1 and 2 remind me 100% of Bad Boys 1 and 2. The first one's really grounded, fun, and gritty, and really well done. And then the second one turned into a fucking over-colored, like, you know, neon lights, crazy explosions, nonsense everywhere, high-octane nonsense. And they're both enjoyable in their own right. I don't know if they're good, but I think they're totally worth watching. I think they're fun. And then everything else lost their mind.
Yeah, it's crazy to see where it's gone, and it's still one of my favorite franchises to watch, though.
It's so funny. I would put it up there with, like, this is the guy's version of the Resident Evil films. Or at least
I
the
like
more
the Resident
masculine.
Evil ones too.
Well, I'm just saying more like the more
Yeah.
masculine version because it's cars and big buff dudes and a hot chick here and there. But, you know, like Resident Evil it's Mila Jovovich running around kicking zombies in the face. If you
Still
don't like
hot.
Mila Jovovich, you're not going to like Resident Evil. But, like, you know, just because I don't like Vin Diesel doesn't mean I can't like the Fast and Furious movies because you have Paul Walker and all these other characters.
Yeah.
I don't feel
Yeah,
that the Resident Evil franchise does not create a lot of characters. It's Mila Jovovich running around with a bunch of fucking faceless dipshits.
Right. And the ones that they get to come back here and there is
Or they kill
crazy.
them, or they
Michelle
play
Rodriguez is in
different
both
versions.
franchises though.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Coincidentally.
you got
But
that.
they don't have Captain Cold, though. Fast and
Yet.
Furious doesn't have
Yet.
Wentworth Miller.
Yet.
All right, fair enough.
There is space coming soon.
But Fast and the Furious 9 did have John Cena's Mandarin speaking ass, who just because of him, their movie flopped.
Did it get released in China already?
Yeah, boy. They are not doing well. Ching chong, bing
You
bong,
think-
wong wong.
I wouldn't think that the people-
information.
Going to see the movie would care as much as the government releasing the movie. Because a lot of people forget in the States that their government can just be like, nah, fuck off. We are not
Well, yeah.
playing this movie here.
Oh yeah.
They definitely don't get as many freedoms as our productions and theater chains and shit do, for sure. That's why everybody always sucks ass to the China theaters. Well, not theaters, but the government mostly.
Yeah, it's the government. It's not to the people. It's to the government.
Yeah. No, because a lot of the people probably don't even
I don't
like their
think
fucking
people
government.
understand what communist means.
Yeah, I did not know that it was released already over there. I'm guessing it released probably the week after he said that, or this past weekend.
Yeah.
Something like that. Which I wonder how that's going to affect then the Suicide Squad movie that he's a big role in.
Oh, I think it'll be
And,
fine. He wears a mask
you think?
most of the time, too.
Really? His
Yeah.
character's supposed to wear a mask, but so was Will Smith's character.
Yeah, James Gunn tends to be a little more
Yeah, that's true.
faithful.
Yeah, I have an attachment to the franchise. That's why when Hobbs and Shaw came out and they kind of screwed a lot of stuff up, even though it's dealing with a franchise that's completely like
Bonkers.
separate from the original idea. Yeah, it's it still pissed me off to see that Hobbs and Shaw, like, because they were dealing with two characters that weren't in the franchise for a long time. Like, they'd recently been.
Well, I
in
like
the
how you're pissed off
movies.
about that. They just did a side story, but what do you think about the main stuff? Even the main stuff's a little out there.
It's a
Come
little
on,
out there.
dude, they were
I
dragging a
enjoy it
vault.
though.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
The Rock turned a torpedo with his bare hand. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Because he's the Rock. John.
I'm gonna eat your face. Somebody buy me some bath salts. I have a face to eat. And he muted himself.
My kid's over here trying to yell through the door.
Kill him. I heard him. Set an example. You want? I could kill one of them to set an example, sir.
What's
that quote from? Michael.
I didn't even hear what you said.
I'm pointing at you.
I didn't hear what you said. I muted.
I can kill one of them to set an example, sir.
Oh.
And he was like being bombarded by children. It was in a limousine on a frozen lake.
On a frozen lake.
Yes.
The fuck?
Try it.
Oh, Mighty Ducks. Duh.
Thank you. Fucking Christ.
Yeah. Emilio
It was
Estevez.
the limo
and-
driver.
Yeah. He said Frozen Lake. I was thinking. I was like, kids, Frozen Lake. Is this a fucking Jason movie
Yeah,
in the
you're
wintertime?
Have you watched the new Mighty Ducks
I have
Game
not.
Changer shit or
I have
whatever?
not. I have not. And that was not a delay. If
I'm
people
not
think that
going
was an
to.
audio delay, I want to just say that was not a delay. I knew exactly what he was going to fucking ask me. That's why I started answering ahead of time.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I just, man, they're gonna ruin it.
What is it supposed to be? Is it a reboot? Is it just have the Mighty
continuation.
Ducks name? It's
No,
a
it's a
continuation?
Michael Bombay comes back and everything.
But
It's all
Emilio
your-
Estevez is in there, but he did not seem like
Came
he
back.
was supposed to be the same character.
Nope, it's Michael Bombay. He's coming back, and a woman coach is gonna try and help
It's
him
already out, dude. It's like
That's what I'm saying.
the whole first season or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I know he's in it. Because I was never gonna watch it. It looks terrible. Aside from the fact that, like, again, there's something about the new glossy cameras. Things like just don't look good anymore. Everything looks fake.
yeah.
Like
He
Disney and
is
stuff. It's like,
Gordon
how are you
Bombay.
making the real world look so plasticky and fake? It's
Right.
weird. It's really strange. I don't like it. Disney sucks. And so does Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon's a good example of, like, watch like a lot of their stuff now. It's like it's like, well, I always knew it was on a stage or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's like, it just feels like it and they don't care.
Well,
It's
you
like
see
watching a Broadway
huge-
show. It's weird.
You see a huge difference with, like, say, a Boy Meets World, and then you go to Girl Meets World.
Girl Meets World.
Oh my God, it's
It doesn't feel like a
crazy
real
different.
world. It feels like
No.
people. Well, it feels like you watch Boy Meets World and you're watching a family interact and do
Yeah.
stuff. Then you watch Girl Meets World and you're like, this looks like a play. Like it looks
Yeah.
like I went to, Carnegie Hall and I'm watching a play or Broadway.
I know we
and I'm
shouldn't
watching
really,
a play.
as whatever we are, be talking about those shows because it's like,
Why
well,
not?
they weren't
I don't
made
have
for
to
you.
watch it.
Yeah, yeah,
don't
I
have to watch
understand
it.
that.
I don't have to watch it. I'm
Exactly.
Just
We don't have to
looking
watch
at
it.
I'm
The
looking at a
aesthetic.
screenshot from both sides, and I just go, "Look, that looks like a Broadway stage with a bunch of dipshits."
I will say
and this
though,
looks like a real house.
like the last Disney Nickelodeon-esque show like that I even liked was iCarly. It was the only one
I
that
liked
captured
iCarly.
my attention with not only like
I like Drake and
the
Josh, yeah.
comedy of it, but I liked the idea of behind it. I even liked the fact that they brought in real YouTubers to go on to like the
And they're
iCarly show
rebooting it.
within the show.
You know that, right? They're about to.
What?
They're about to launch the continuation of iCarly.
Yeah. Just with
Miranda
is it Miranda Cosgrove? Yeah. The other
What's her
girl.
face ain't coming back.
No, she was very public about how she did not even like doing that.
Bet she comes back.
Which is sad.
Bet she comes back.
We'll see.
Bet she does.
The Olsens still never came back on the one show. I mean, granted, they're billionaires. They don't need
And
to.
gross. They look like crack addicts.
Do they? I don't know. They the Olsens are very, very rich. Every time someone's like, "Well, why don't they just show up to Full House?" I'm like, because they don't need to show up for petty money right now. Like
They have a passport to Paris, and our lips are sealed. They're fine. Also, Elizabeth
oh no,
Olsen
they
is
make their money
killing it.
off of their freaking lines of what is it, clothing line? I think it is fashion line.
They have
what they got?
clothing lines? Oh, I didn't know that.
Dude, that's how they made their money. I mean, granted, they made their money in acting too, which they're still making residuals off of, but they made their career into fashion, I believe it is.
I don't know why you know that. Do you have a hat or like a shirt or their panties or what?
No, I like the Olsens. I like all three Olsens now.
Elizabeth is my favorite at this point now.
Okay.
Oh, you like the?
I
you
think
like
the
the
last
crackheads?
time, I think the last time I
crackheads.
think the last time I saw them in anything was Beastly. One of them played
Ew.
the witch.
Of course you did.
Did you ever watch that movie or no?
No.
Which Beastly is an adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. If people don't know, Neil Patrick Harris played a blind
I
guy.
watched the TV show.
The
I
with
watched the TV show.
Beauty and the Beast, the TV show.
Yeah, where he like
With,
lived in the sewer or something.
Yeah, with Oh, what was her name? What's her name from Terminator? Fucking Sarah Connor was
Linda
the beauty.
Hamilton.
Yeah, thank you. I suck
Man,
at
you
names.
and Tivis are really bad with names, considering like. No,
Considering what?
I don't know.
Dude, I sometimes I don't even remember my kids' names, so
It's fucked up.
you're just lucky your name is John. It's like he has
What's
basic
that have
ass
to do with
name.
anything?
So I
That
remember
doesn't
your
even
name.
mean anything. You silly bastard.
All right, Johnson.
I don't believe you.
So
So,
other than Fast and Furious, what else is coming out that you're looking forward to? And I think we've talked about this before. There's like
looking
Black
forward
Widow,
to,
but actually
nothing.
looking forward to, not like, oh well, I might check that out, but actually looking forward to.
Michael, nothing. I don't
Nothing
believe
at
that
all.
anybody in Hollywood can fucking write shit. Mahler.
And I'm not even just talking like the big blockbuster bullshit that everyone and their mom's gonna talk about, even if it sucks ass.
Please,
Because
as if I was telling you guys about watching a VHS of Scooby Doo in the Ghoul
oh yeah,
School.
you were.
Don't fucking talk to me about being the guy who wants to watch fucking name ass shit.
I mean,
course I say
Scooby-Doo
that.
is a pretty big name.
Mahler just put out a unbridled praise of The Father with Anthony Hopkins, which I believe
Okay.
Anthony Hopkins won an Academy Award for.
Yes, yeah, that's the one he won for that a lot of people were mad about, which is stupid.
Oh, yeah, well, it's because Chadwick Boseman didn't get it. I don't care. He doesn't deserve it. Just because you die doesn't mean you deserve something.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Loved him as Black Panther, but his Black Panther movie was shit. But Civil War was awesome. I didn't see 21 Bridges, but that looked pretty good.
That was awesome. I like that one.
it
It
looked
wasn't like a masterpiece by any means,
It looked dope,
but
though.
it was a good movie.
It looked
I
pretty
enjoyed
dope.
that one.
I'd really like to watch The Father. That's a big one. Yeah, I still kind of give a shit about Black Widow. Not really. Couple of old movies I want to go back to show Hannah that she hasn't thought about.
Mm-hmm.
Three major ones are The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
Okay.
I really want to rewatch that one. I remember really, really liking it. Don't forget, the Joker's in it. The good Joker, Heath Ledger. There was that one. Man, I really want to. I wish I could talk more about Invincible. I'm so back and forth on that one lately.
Yeah.
And
The one I want to rewatch, because you said The Patriot,
Yeah.
and I always confuse the two, but I want to rewatch The Postman with Kevin Costner. Do you remember
Kevin
that?
Costner. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That was like when he was doing his run of like random post-apocalyptic movies.
Oh, bro, I sat down and watched Dances with Wolves with Hannah's grandpa. Man, that movie's good.
We
really good.
watched because
enjoyed that.
Nick accidentally ordered this movie to watch one time for fucking $20-some. I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "I don't know what I hit," and I was like, "You hit the wrong fucking button. That's what you hit."
$27. Holy shit.
So
For a one
we
time?
watched.
Ew.
Yeah, well, it was like 24 hours, I think you
Yeah.
get or whatever. It was Let Him Go with Kevin Costner, and the same chick who plays Martha in the Snyderverse plays his wife in there too. So when the movie was starting,
Was it
I was on my
Diane Lane?
phone. Yeah, I think that's her name. Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
But when the movie was starting, because they're like this two old little couple, they live on a farm and shit. And I told Nikki, I looked at her, I was like, "Oh shit, this is a prequel to Man of Steel," and she believed me for like 2 minutes. It was awesome.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Diane Lane.
I'm trying to get Hannah to watch the Fievel movies. I want to watch the.
She's never watched Goes West or American Tail?
I think she's seen them, but let's be fair, both of us. It's been about 2 decades probably, and
what was better for you, Fievel Goes or
Here we
Fievel or
That's
the Rescuers
question,
Down
right?
Under?
That's the question. No,
Yeah.
not Rescuers Down Under. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Which is better? Which did you prefer though, as a kid? Because they
Oh.
came out. Yeah.
Oh, Okay, let me pose my question first because
Okay.
I was expecting you to do this. Because I used to believe that the question was, which did you prefer, Fievel or Fievel Goes West?
So an American Tail or Goes West?
Yeah, I loved
Basically.
Goes West.
I love Goes West. It was the one I watched the most.
Yep.
All the time.
I'm
Easily.
willing to bet. I'm willing to bet American Tail is probably the better one.
I would have to
But the second
rewatch it.
one's better.
I remember West a lot more than I remember the original. We have both of them, but
Now, if you told me which one would you prefer, Rescuers Down Under versus Fievel, I'd watch I'd watch Fievel Goes West before Rescuers, but
Yeah.
Rescuers is good shit.
I don't remember Rescuers. That's why I would always have to say Fievel. Just
Fievel
'cause
Goes West is just I really really enjoyed it. Wild Burp
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and
Oh yeah.
big over the top characters out in the Wild West, and I like westerns, and I like stuff.
Then
like
they tried
that.
to recreate that.
Well, American Tail feels like an American version of Oliver Twist. So I'm just kind of like, meh. But you send them out to the West, I'm like, oh man, this got way different. We got guns and saloons and cool, I don't know.
Dude, they had a PlayStation game for that movie.
Which
PS2 game for American Tail.
one? Really? I don't know.
What the hell?
PS2? Shit.
Yeah. All right, so there's actually more. Okay, so there was an American Tail, Fievel Goes West, American Tail, The Treasure of Manhattan Island, American Tail, The Mystery of the Night Monster. So they did like 2 others I've never even heard of or seen.
Like little, just like side movie type stuff?
I don't know if it's still starring. Oh no, it's starring the same cast.
Damn.
It just came
Well, back
out.
in
The
day,
last
getting
one.
these people for animation wouldn't have been that hard, I guess.
Last one came out in 2000, and the other one came out in 98. Or no, 98 and 99. Well, that's the Germany release, so US was 2000 for the last one. So I think they were like those made-for-TV movies, because I don't remember these at all. I mean, I was older by then, too, so...
Yeah.
It's kind of like A Land Before Time with the 14 fucking films that they have.
I did not believe you until you showed me the box collection.
Yeah, I have yet to watch all 14 of those, and I will be watching them. I just gotta get my kids into it. The first one's gonna be the hard one for them because it's actually a really good fucking movie.
Yeah, it's really dark.
And very dark.
Sharptooth is actually like legit creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe we'll do
and then you find out.
Let's Bat or who's was it? Fucking was it Who's Back, a Dinosaur Story, or what is it
We Are
called?
Back.
We're Back, that's what it is.
I love that movie.
I love that one.
I think it's
I'd like to see
I think it's one of the most underrated animated films out there.
if it was
so
1999, I would be like, I want to see this in live action. But because
Fucking-
it's like 2021, I don't want to see it in live action.
No, I don't want a live action. I love Professor Screw Eyes and Drain Brain
Yeah.
and all that shit. I think it was really well done. I thought that was a lot of fun.
It was a really good movie. For people who don't know, since we're literally just sitting here talking, for people who don't know, fucking We're Back, a Dinosaur's Tale or Dinosaur
Great.
Story is
Dinosaur Story.
fucking awesome. So is the so are the first two 5 movies, at least I can endorse. I don't know about the other two, but yeah,
I only watched the first two that I care about. I don't know.
just wait until they
But yeah,
fucking
we've been
start
going back and
remaking
watching
them.
just old shit. Just
Yeah.
watching old stuff's been really, really nice. Enjoying stuff. I went back and watched Winter Soldier. I was right. I fell asleep in the first time, watched it again. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. And I just think
Yeah.
it's terrible. I just don't think it's that good.
I've been watching a lot of old stuff. Nothing Marvel though.
No, I like some
But-
people have talked about some of the movies not being as good as they were, and I just keep telling
Right.
people it's like, I think you're gonna deal with that a lot now because things have been recontextualized. But not even that. I think you're gonna be more scrutin. Like you're gonna pay a little more attention because you're like, oh, I'm going back because I like these. But then you
Mhm.
notice stuff about them, and it's like, oh, wait, that's wrong. Winter Soldier's a really bad film. I remember not liking it. I almost fell asleep like halfway through. I found it kind of boring, and that didn't really matter. But like, I
That's
have a lot
the
of problems with that.
espionage style one, right?
Yeah, almost considered one of the best ones. I think I even
Yeah.
put it in my top 10 when we first talked about it.
Okay.
I mean, I still enjoy it on a cosmetic level, but man, that story
Right.
is borked. Like, it's really bad. Like, it's not good at all. If it wasn't for Civil War, I don't know if the Winter Soldier would be any good. I mean, the Winter Soldier is a
Maybe.
ghost. Well, he's a ghost. That's
Ro-
how
oh,
everybody
yeah,
talks
yeah,
about
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's a ghost. Nobody even knows he exists. But almost every single time he tries to kill somebody in that movie, it's in broad
Mm-hmm.
daylight in the middle of the street. How's he a ghost? He's a dickhead with a metal arm in the middle of the street in one of the most populated states in America. How do they? What? Makes no sense. It's really bad. The plot's really dumb. Captain America has a ton of plot armor.
Well, besides watching that,
Yeah.
also Nick Fury has a ton of plot armor in there too,
That
with
was
the
bad.
literal
He has a
armored truck.
lightsaber. That
And
That's bad. That whole scene is retarded. That whole scene is really stupid. If you wanted to kill Nick Fury, why would you do that in the middle of the street?
just wait till he's out of his car.
Do so. Well,
Snipe
fucking,
him.
He tried to snipe. It literally happens in the movie. Just do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it
it's
didn't make
bad.
any sense. It's like, oh, we want to get rid of Nick Fury, make it look like an accident or something. But instead, we're going to make the biggest fucking event right now in the street
so
so
insane.
everybody sees it.
It's
And
so
everyone
bad.
sees our main soldier and everything. I'm like, oh.
It's really bad. Winter Soldier is not a good film. It's not. Like, is it enjoyable to watch? Sure, there might be some action-y, explosion-y stuff. The fucking movie's retarded. Like, if it doesn't make a lot of sense. Civil War fixes a lot of it. It's just bad. I still maintain Thor is underrated, and I'm gonna keep saying it until people believe me. A fucking Thor 1 is an underrated MCU film. Yes, the third act sucks, but it's a lot of fun to get there.
They did just announce that they just wrapped shooting the new Thor movie, apparently.
How do you
Fucking
feel
Chris
about this
Hemsworth.
whole? How do you feel about this whole weird thing with Taika Waititi making out with two chicks on set?
What do you mean?
You
I
haven't
didn't
seen
hear
those
about this.
pictures? Oh,
No.
alright.
Are they like actors or like
yeah, it's Emma Thompson.
employees?
It's Emma Thompson and I think his wife, and he was making out with both of them on set. Randomly.
Who's Emma Thompson? Sounds familiar.
Oh,
Okay.
Tessa Thompson. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
Valkyrie.
Okay, yeah.
It's weird. I don't care though. It's your personal shit. Like if you're
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
getting
really
it
give a
in,
fuck.
good for you, man. If you're getting it in, good for you.
I don't really care.
Two good-looking chicks, go nuts.
I mean, as long as, his wife's cool with it, I don't
Yeah.
fucking care. And even if his wife wasn't cool with it, I don't fucking care. They're grown adults.
They can figure it out.
The only reason for people to worry about that is if he was forcing himself onto her.
Exactly.
That's
agree.
it. Otherwise,
absolutely agree.
they're two consenting adults, so fuck off. I'm sure there's tons of articles probably criticizing him or some shit, probably.
Oh, sure.
Most likely.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, I'm not one of those people. I'm like, if
I don't care.
you want to do whatever, I don't give a
I
fuck.
truly don't give a shit. Like, I really don't. I
Like,
just feel like
it's
could
not
you
the
do
worst
better?
thing that's happened on a movie set. Fucking wasn't Kristen Stewart like fucking her director for the
there are rumors that Robert No, even worse. I can give you something better. So the Batman movie, the Matt Reeves one with Rob Pattinson.
that's being shot right now.
Potential rumors. Take it with a grain of salt. Movie might be delayed to 2023.
Really?
Yep. There are rumors that Robert Pattinson banged Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman,
Mm-hmm.
on the Batmobile, on set or whatever, and that's how she got pregnant.
That's actually kind of dope. I don't.
But they needed reshoots and stuff. But because she's
Right.
pregnant now,
They can't
not
do
only
them.
do they have to wait for her to have her kid, now they have to wait for her to get back into shape to do the reshoots.
Well, that's bullshit. I would say bullshit. I don't care if they did fuck on the Batmobile or nothing. More props to him. I mean,
I'm sure. Get it in.
that looks like a badass Batmobile. I'd probably do the same thing with my wife.
Well, I don't know about that, and that's also not his wife. But all right.
He's not married, is he?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, yeah. So fuck off. It doesn't
No,
matter.
I don't care about that. I'm just
again,
saying.
even if he was, it doesn't matter as long as they're cool.
Well, it is a little. Come on, though. It is a little weird to be fucking at work. This is you at work, dude.
I'm not gonna comment on that, but
Are you trying to say that you and name redacted have fucked on cars in a building that people then bought? Yeah, then shut up.
But no, like I would say bullshit because what was her face that played Catwoman last?
Michelle Pfeiffer, your mom. Eartha Kitt. Anne Hathaway.
Anne
Jesus.
Hathaway. She was pregnant when they were filming the last Batman movie that she was in, riding the motorcycle and shit.
You don't know that.
Or am I thinking of or maybe I'm thinking of Black Widow chick.
Yeah, I think you're lying.
She was pregnant once too, and they had to hide all that.
Can you?
Dude,
Stop
they can
talking about
hide that
women's
stuff.
pregnancies, you freak.
They can hide the stuff on set. It's.
Yeah, not
I
for
don't know.
reshoots, bro.
I guess it depends on what they're shooting. Yeah. We'll see. I don't believe that though. I don't believe that the movie's delayed that long. Because they already pushed it back to 2022. I think it was. Anyways.
I actually think the movie is in dire straits. I'm curious if we don't get the movie in the next year. I don't know if we ever get it.
It's gonna be New Mutants all over again.
No, I'm not kidding. I legitimately think it's gonna be there. Because Warner Brothers is retarded, dude.
Well, they are. They are already producing, I thought, anyways, or maybe it got canceled too, because they were gonna do like a Gotham PD show based off of that universe.
Oh my god!
For HBO.
They're not gonna do that. No way.
Yeah.
Not after Fox just finished up Gotham. No way. No way.
You would hope they wouldn't be so.
They're not
stupid.
gonna do it. No way.
Yeah. Do a show about a corrupt town with corrupt police right now? No, it would never work.
Easy. Just make CSI Washington.
Oh man.
Oh. Man.
But yeah, like I've just been watching a bunch of old stuff too. When I get a chance to watch stuff, because we're still watching Dex right now. We're almost done with season 7. So, but we watched like Beauty and the Beast, the original cartoon, the other day, and
still good
shit like that. Yeah.
Oh man, the music. Music's lovely, man. Old Disney movies, they're good shit.
Yeah. Other than that, I've just been working and trying to work and working more. I keep finding shit I want to watch, but I never have a time to it. So,
have you watched Invincible yet?
I have not. I haven't had time. Well, when do I have time to?
When you were watching all the other shitty movies you were talking about.
So Beauty and the Beast is shitty?
Yeah, and you've already seen it.
I see you. Yeah, but I can't watch Invincible with my kids.
That's not what I asked. Don't do that. I did that with fucking Tivis yesterday. I sent a text. I go, have either of you assholes watched Army of the Dead yet? And Tivis responds back with, no, Tivis responds back with, well, I've been sick with like a fever. I'm like, that's not an answer to my question.
So no. I don't know if I'll ever watch that movie actually, now that I'm getting busier and busier. The Army of the Dead. We'll see.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I love
I swear
fucking
to
with
God,
John.
if you two motherfuckers don't watch that film, I have shit to say about it. It's fucked up, dude. I think it's actually like a poster child for like, this is where we are now. Like, it's garbage. It's a garbage film that doesn't make any sense. It's lame. It's stupid, and people eat it up. And anybody who likes this film,
you said already.
Sorry, if you think it's good. Sorry.
There you go.
Let me keep my verbiage clear. Fucking hell, man. This movie's terrible. Like, it's bad. And it's hard to find redeeming shit in it. The only thing I like about the movie is the premise. That was it. That's the only thing I liked.
Okay.
The idea was solid. And now it makes me sad because this shit-ass movie is not going to let me have that premise for a few more years. It's lame.
Until they do the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th sequel for it.
Nah, I don't think it'll get another one. I would like to think finally, between this and his cut, I think he's done. I do. I don't think
so.
I don't think we see Zack Snyder getting his own properties with big budgets. He'll get maybe one more. After that, I don't see it. I think he's done. I think people are waking up to his shititude.
Kind of like Nolan right now, because Tenet didn't do very good.
I mean, go back and watch a lot of. I'd go back and watch a lot of Christopher Nolan movies. They're not that impressive. He's got a couple that are pretty damn good. I want to rewatch The Prestige. That's a big one.
You know, there's these things called, TVs and free time, and you're an adult and you can watch whatever you want whenever you want, John.
Well, yeah, but free time is the
you
free
make
time
it sound
is
like
the
the
variable.
movie hasn't out.
Well, no, free time is the variable, and it's one of
you
those
got
things,
pick
like,
and choose what you want to watch.
Well, and there's a difference. There's a difference between me watching something to just get the gist versus something like, okay, I saw this movie 10 years ago. I don't remember liking it, or I loved it, and the whole point now is to rewatch it with that critical eye and go, was it good? Am I retarded? Did I like it? And I think it's important to do that. It helps, because then it's like, okay, that's the one I'm going to keep in my library, and I'm going to watch that probably in another year.
Right.
It's great. I do shit like that all the time. Terminator 2, I think, is like a perfect action film. There are very few films I'm just like, it was perfect. And I think Terminator 2 is up there.
I love Terminator 2. I'm going to rewatch that.
Terminator 2 is great. I still think... whenever I tell people about a dumb movie that I think is fantastic, that you'll have a fucking blast and enjoy the whole way through, I think Armageddon's great.
Yes.
I think Michael Bay is better than Zack Snyder. 120%.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to sit there for 5 hours to get the point. And still don't understand it.
Sometimes Michael Bay doesn't even have a point.
Right?
He just goes. And I'm just like, I had fun. Did you watch Pain and Gain?
Yeah.
Pain and Gain was one of those movies I didn't like, but I was like, fuck, that was weird.
That
Like, I enjoyed, like, it was the weirdest thing. I didn't like it, but like, I don't know how to like express it. It was just like, it was so weird, dumb, and silly. But when I was done, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
The sad thing is, if because that was based on a true story, and like they did the stupid little graphics in the movie and stuff, and like if you go back and look that event up, that shit is legit like stupid. It was stupid in the movie, but it was real shit that these people did, and I was like, that's fucking crazy.
It's really strange. Yeah.
So I am kind of glad though that. What's that?
I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to watch.
That was The Rock.
Film.
That was Rock, Anthony Mackie, and Mark Wahlberg.
Anthony Mackie was in that too. And Tony
wasn't
Shalhoub.
he the other?
And Tony Shalhoub's in it. Tony Shalhoub's in it too. Monk.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie was the third guy.
But I'm just like, I will tell people, I'm like, think about some of the old shit I've been watching lately. Like, Kelly's Heroes is really good. Man, I've been watching some John Wayne stuff lately. It's been great. Quigley Down Under is really good with Tom Selleck back in the day. Like I said, I rewatched Mighty Ducks. We're watching old Scooby-Doo stuff. Like, man, it's been really nice to go back and
Three
watch
Ninjas,
old
baby.
shit.
I'm gonna get my kids to watch the first two.
I like the first
at least.
two. I like the Native American Reserve one versus the Carnival one with Hulk Hogan. But I imagine you like the Hulk Hogan one more.
I don't remember the Hulk Hogan one actually.
Oh really? I
probably watched that one once, and I was like, all right, this is not good. The third one with the reservation.
I like that one. That big fight.
Vaguely
the big,
remember
like, newspaper, the big newspaper thing, and
it felt like a Scooby-Doo thing too.
Yeah, no, it's trust me, it's far inferior than
Yeah.
the first two. The first one's the only actual good one. The second one's the one I
Yes.
like. It's kind
The
of like
second one's
Ninja
when they went
Turtles
to
2.
Japan, and that I enjoyed that. Yeah.
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 I think it
The
truly reminds me of Ninja Turtles. Like the first Ninja Turtles is the superior film, but the second
Yeah.
one's like so fucking goofy. It's more fun.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
The first Three Ninjas movie always reminded me. It was like, this is like Ninja Turtles meets Home Alone, and it was
Well, that
fucking
I think that
awesome.
was the point, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
It
And then
was
the second
awesome.
one was just doubling down on everything that they did, but just in another country. But like
Yeah,
I enjoyed
yeah.
like the ninja tournament and the sumo stuff, and
Yeah. It was pretty
I don't
cool.
know. I thought it was fun.
And who was it?
Anyway.
Was it Colt got his ass kicked by a girl? I think in that one.
Mio. Rocky
Yeah.
loves Mio. Rocky
Was it
loves
Rocky? I thought
Mio.
it was Colt.
Rocky loves Mio, but Colt got his ass kicked by Mio.
That's what it was. Okay.
Because Colt's the badass fighter.
Yeah. Also, at the beginning, it was Rocky loves Emily.
Yeah.
Fucking 30-year-old dudes dreaming about movies we watched
we
decades ago.
And we all know that Tum Tum was,
The best.
he was the Chad.
He was the best.
Go watch
Tum Tum
old
was the
shit, man.
best.
I always tell people, I'm like, it's okay if your old stuff doesn't hold up, but it's fun to see why you thought you liked it, and then it's also fun to sit there and go, what the fuck am I
It's
doing?
also very interesting to see, like, even like you go back, you watch your old stuff, and then you watch something new, like your reboot of it or whatever.
Yeah.
You can see a massive change, not only in, of course, the story, the actors, but the way that they make things now, and it's just so cookie cutter now. There's no definition between movies a lot anymore within specific genres. I'll say.
Well, I just say in general, like I understand your sentiment. I don't necessarily.
And when I'm
disagree.
saying when
No, I
I'm
don't
talking about
disagree.
I'm also talking about like the ones that everybody knows, because I know there's tons of horror movies out there that are shot differently, very differently.
And now
and
you're adding on. It's fine. What you said, I pseudo agree with. Like I think a perfect example of what we have right now is like Power Rangers is constantly going. I can watch the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and realize, wow, what the fuck. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun because I remember why I enjoyed it while I was a kid. But then you have something like, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch now, but we already watched it with She-Ra. I'm very curious to see it with He-Man because the animation that they're going to do with He-Man looks badass. Like it actually looks upgraded and good. So it's like
with this He-Man too, which is really cool, is it's supposed to be a direct continuation from where they left off.
Yeah, but go
in the
back
80s.
and watch the old ones. They're
no, I'm
shit,
saying
dude.
it's a continuation of the same story, the
But I
animation,
find that
whatever.
interesting.
I'm curious if they're doing the stupid little PSAs at the end of each episode like they used to in the
God,
80s
I hope
one.
they do. I hope they
Like
do.
He-Man's Corner or whatever it was. I don't remember what they called it.
I mean, it's never going to be as good as those fake pork chop ones, like with G.I. Joe. Pork chop sandwiches. Don't give him the stick. Give him the stick. But like I'm saying is you go back and you and I watch He-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
We loved it as kids, or the old Transformers, we're talking like originals, not like Beast Wars 3D animation stuff or blah blah blah. You watch some of
You
that.
should
old
see the
Hasbro
horrible Thundercats that they got now.
or
My
GI
God.
Joe, and shit like that. Like, yeah, a couple of the movies were kind of cool, but like the cartoons, they're pretty trash, man. They're hard. They're hard to get through. And like I said, Hannah and I have been having a Hanna-Barbera run. We're going through Scooby-Doo stuff. I would really like to revisit the Flintstones. I love the Flintstones. They're probably not going to hold up on a lot of
The
levels.
cartoon from the Flintstones, it's
The old school
It depends.
Well,
It
I don't know.
depends,
Like
yeah.
some of the episodes might be good, but we don't know about the voice acting, the animation. Is it still
Right.
there? Is it all kinds of stuff? And like, do the
Yabba
jokes
dabba
still
doo
land? Blah blah
me.
blah. But then, oh, you're a bad person. And then, but now you can watch the old He-Mans and go, oh man, this is embarrassing. And then now all you're hoping for is that the new one's good and it's not cringe. That's all you're hoping for. You're like, the animation looks dope. So as long as you don't alienate me with bad dialogue and social commentary and awful stuff, I'm in.
Whatever
You know what I
happened
mean?
to the Flintstones that Seth MacFarlane was supposed to do?
You created the Orville. I'm good. I think Seth MacFarlane's a little overrated, so I'd like him to stay away from the Flintstones. To be completely honest, I just don't trust him. He seems overtly vulgar. I'm not a big fan of that, and
Don't worry, in like 10 years. Well, no, he's pretty famous now, so in like
I
maybe
just
a
don't
year,
want. I
he
just
might...
don't want anybody to touch the Flintstones. I think they did a really good job, and I thought the
Well,
two live action movies were kind of fun.
Yeah.
John Goodman as Fred Flintstone was inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember who Barney was?
Yeah, it was Rick Moranis.
Fuck yeah, it was, and it was great. Do
And then you had
remember
Rosie O'Donnell as
Betty.
Betty, and I don't remember who played Wilma.
Nobody does. I just remember Halle Berry was hot.
Yes.
And then they changed it. I think, God, I can't remember. It was Robert Baratheon ended up playing Fred in the sequel.
Yeah. The
Robert
Vegas one or
Baratheon is
whatever
his
it
Game of
was.
Thrones name. I don't know the actor's name.
I knew what you were talking about.
But I didn't think you knew.
Wilma. Wilma is Elizabeth Perkins. I did watch the first season. Thank you very much. Elizabeth Perkins was who played
I don't know
Wilma.
why that name. That name sounds familiar.
Uh,
I don't know what she's. Sorry, I had to pee.
So Elizabeth Perkins she was in Glow. She played Bash's mom.
Mm,
I think she shows
Been
up
a
in the
while.
Vegas season.
been a while. I forgot.
Yeah.
Nothing a little more mainstream or.
Not really. Not that I'm seeing. Well, Weeds, The Weeds. If you ever watched that.
Oh no.
And then nothing else that I'm really seeing
Yeah.
for her. Ghostbusters. She was uncredited in that though. I'm guessing it's 2016 version.
I got nothing.
Yeah, that's it. Really. She like guests in a bunch of different spots, and she's Miss Brody in Cats and Dogs. Miracle on 34th Street.
My hope for the next week, I'm hoping to watch The Father. That's my big thing.
The what?
And The Father.
Okay.
That's gonna be my big one. Other than that, I don't know. Just
I'm gonna try to watch the zombie one if I
Army of the
get
Dead.
up to it. I would love for Tivis to watch New Mutants so that we can do a group thing, because I think that would be a cool conversation to hear his input. I'll rewatch it.
I think people would be surprised what I think about it.
Okay. Not really, because you told us on one of the episodes already, but sure.
Kind of. Been a minute.
But yeah, I'll rewatch it for sure, but I want him to watch it. But if we're going to do the zombie one, let's do it. Let's get it done.
Well, how about you guys actually watch shit? How about that?
Oh, that would require time and effort. Which I would have more of if I didn't have to do all this other shit. Anyways, I'm done.
You
for
anyways
today.
yourself. I didn't do anything. Most I did this week in personal stuff. I took I guess not. It's not paternity. It's maternity photos, pregnancy photos.
Okay. Yeah.
For a couple of friends, who I also not only shot some photos at their wedding, but I shot their engagement photos a few years back.
Nice.
So it's like damn near documenting their life.
You just forgot the conception photos.
Oh. You know, maybe I kept the footage for myself. You don't know.
Awesome. It sounds good, man. I got nothing else though for right now.
Yeah,
go watch movies,
kind of what it always
people.
sounds like. You're lame.
Go watch.
You smell.
Go watch everything that we talked about. Yeah, do it. Do it all.
I think everybody should go to Twitter and tell Tivis he smells like a beach ball.
For not showing up this week? Yes.
Yeah, just a beach ball. And nobody will know what that means.
Also, if you're going to Twitter, you can find Operation Babble at Twitter.
Oh.
At Operation Babble. And you can also find us on Facebook, which we've gotten a few new groups of people, I should say,
Boomers.
liking us. So cool. Thank you guys for that. If you want to contact us or be on the show for any reason, or want to tell us how much we suck or not, you can email us at operationbabble@outlook.com. Or you can also hit us up on the socials at Operation Babble via Twitter and Facebook. And you can find me, if you want to directly insult me, at Myke Shrews on Twitter. And John, where can they find you at?
If you want to directly insult Michael on my behalf, you can find me at BaldManBad with a 3, because I've been kicked off a few times. So check it out. It's great. I do have a YouTube channel. I don't really promote it because I don't really post there. I post when I want to, not when I feel like people tell me to. So you can suck my short dong, internet.
John, go post a video tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. I'm the only one who's allowed to tell you what to do. Oh, I guess Hannah.
I like it. I got turned on.
So this week I am going to leave it with that, and thank everybody for listening.
No.
We have a quote for
we?
today.
For what?
From Fast and Furious 7.
What? No.
From Dom. And it's a short quote because he doesn't his lines are very short. I don't know if anyone's ever paid attention to his movies. He says like 5 words, and that's usually his line.
Family.
Basically. So from Fast and Furious 7.
Here we go.
From Dom, a.k.a. Vin Diesel. I don't have friends. I got family.
This gay. Later, nerds.
Peace.
You just finished another great episode of Operation Babble. You can catch every episode of Operation Babble on all your audio streaming services, including SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, and more. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/OperationBabble and join the conversation today by searching for the Operation Babble group on Facebook. Links also in the description. Thanks and have a great day.